Hello, good day. My name remains Onyekama Kelechi. I'm the CEO of King Adverts and I'm an online entrepreneur. Okay, in today's class, I want to talk about how to create a sales page using Instabuilder plugin. How to use an Instabuilder to create a sales page. Okay, so if you're using a WordPress website, the first thing you need to do is if you're using a WordPress website like mine, just go to plugins and then when it opens, click on add new. So you need to locate where you saved your Instabuilder on your laptop, whether on your desktop or documents, wherever you save it, just go to that place and click on it, upload the zip file, and once you are done with that, activate it. After activation, then scroll down. Okay. So I wanted to install a new Instabuilder. All I have to do is come to this point, click on add new. But I have Instabuilder already, so I don't need to add anyone. But I'm just showing us the process, the steps you need to take to have Instabuilder installed in your website or in your WordPress website. Okay, so you can click on the upload plugin here and then locate where you saved it in your laptop. But now I have it, so I don't need to do that. What I need to do is come down to this point, click on Instabuilder. I have it on Instabuilder 2.0. Okay, it's opening here. Alright, so at this point, you need to click on create landing pages. I have landing pages I've created for some time now. Look at them here. But I need to create a new one. And then to do that, I want us to model an existing landing page. Like I have this landing page for virtual action. So I would love us to model this. And then let's try to do another one. Exactly the same thing I did here. Which is this. No, I'm not too good at doing this. Like I'm not a developer, but to some extent I know how to create ones I use to sell my products. This is the one I normally use to sell virtual action. By God's grace, I've been able to use it to sell a whole lot of them. But this by the way, so let's start. Now click on create landing pages. Come to this place, click on sales page. Okay. And then choose the template you may want. There are so many templates here. You have templates for videos and then other things. But myself, I prefer this because I'm trying to say something. I click on this one here. Choose. Let's see what's happened. Let's see what's gonna happen. What's gonna happen. Okay, still loading. Alright, this is the template to choose. So what do we need to do? And this is the one we want to model. We want to do exactly what will happen. So you can just come to this place, click on this. Okay, copy everything. But before that, I want us to take a good look at this in Corridor, we used to call it toolbox. Let's take a look at the tools we have here, the available tools you can work with. We have title elements. This is what you use to add words like this. This is title. We have text element. This text element add to write text. We have image element. We have video element where you use to add video. We have box element. Box element is to add stuff like this. To kind of text in a box. Okay. So when you have something like this, you can now click on text elements and then write whatever you want to write inside it. But that's why the way. So we also have line space. We have countdown. Most times when you go to a website, you see where they put a kind of timer. If you don't take action in the next 3 hours, this is the icon or the tool that does that job. If you don't take action so and so, look at what's going to happen. We also have button elements. This is where you add link. I click here to make a purchase. Click here to chat on WhatsApp. Opt-in form. We are not going to use this. I'm sure it's the one you're going to use. And then there are some of them, but I want to choose the most important ones. Another important tool here is this one, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. This is where you add code for different things, depending on what you want to do. Okay, you can add your code here. So let's start now. Hide this panel. Now we want to do this. The first thing I wrote on this side is weight loss can be such a hazard, especially when you have little time to exercise and shed those parts off. You just have to click or right click on it, copy, or use Ctrl C on your desktop. Come to this point, click here. This is edit text. Click on edit text and highlight it. Ctrl A, delete and paste. Can you see it? So if you might decide to change the color of this or reduce the size of this of the right up here, you can click on Ctrl A. Come to this one is the text color. Let me put it on red. Background color, let me put it on yellow to make it look so shouting, something like this. And then you can also decide to change the heading. Maybe you want it to be bigger. Paragraph 1, paragraph 2, heading 1. Heading 1 is so big, so I don't really like it. This is heading 2. This is a paragraph. It's small. This is address. I don't use it. This is, you have heading 4. And then we also have formats, like how you want this thing to be shown. If you want it to be double strike through, let there be a line that will run in the middle of all the write-ups. You click on double strike through. But normally I usually use block quotes. This one I normally use because it beautifies my job. And then if it's a heading, I'll normally use heading 2. But I'm not saying you must use heading 2. I'm just trying to tell you what I'm doing. Okay. If you want this write-up to be on italics, click on this I here. If you want to be on italics, click on it again to leave. Okay. So this is how you begin to edit it. Now the alignment of this text is center. If you want it to be, if you want to start by the right, click on align left or align right, like alignment right. Look at it now. Then alignment center. Look at it. So let's remove this strike through. Okay. So this is how it looks here. But before you do that, don't forget to publish your page. To make it, if you don't publish it, it's not live. So click on publish first. Oh, my network is bad here, so I can't click on publish. Let me just ignore, because if you click on it, you begin to load from now to tomorrow. So you should work with a network like, well, you should work, okay, when the network signal is very strong. So you will not be delaying your job. Okay, you can click on publish, or before you publish, come to this place and click on change permalink. This permalink is what you want to be the URL of this page you are creating. Click on edit permalink and then write what you want to use, what you want to be the website URL. What you want to be the URL, and write test 1. Click what? Okay. Let it save. Okay, it has saved now. I can see it. KingAdvert.com.ng /test1. So close and come back and publish this page. Click on publish. Okay, it has been published now. So the next step is like we are using this one to work. I'm not going to add all the write-offs I have here. I'll not do that, but I'll show us how to add other things you need to add on your sales page. Okay, so if you want to add something like an image into your sales page, this is the image element. Click on it and drag it to where you want to add that image. Look at it here. Now I want to add an image here. I leave it at this point. So for me now to edit this and add an image, I have to click on this stuff. And I try to increase it a little. Click on it again, then click on settings. Click on action. Click on upload. Now it's showing us the pictures I have in my system already. The pictures I have in my cPanel, pictures that I have uploaded to my WordPress website. Because if you're using this version of Instabuilder, you must have created a new page and uploaded the pictures you want to add to your Instabuilder before you're able to add them. If you're just starting, like when you're building a page, like you normally click on create file, upload files and select here, it won't work. You need to create your media library. The pictures you have in your media library, these are pictures you're going to use. Okay, so let me scroll down. These are some pictures I have here. Okay, I can use this picture now because I'm trying to sell a product for flat tummy. Okay, look at the picture. If I have any write-off for this picture, I need to put it here. Like what I want. Say no to flat tummy, something like say no to big tummy. Or can I get that 6-pack? Or get that flat tummy. You don't need to write much. That's all. You don't need to write much. Caption font color. Do you need to give it any font color? Okay. You can give it any font color if there's need for that. And then what next? You come down, you scroll down to this point. Click on this, hide this panel. This is done. Okay. So looking at Instabuilder, it's giving you the options. It's even trying to remind you the next thing to write. That's why I love it. You can see your powerful headline that will grab your visitor's attention, because this headline contains some things your visitors are looking for. If you know what they are looking for, you put it here, because most people will not want to waste time when they visit your sales page. Some people, once they look at it and then it's not interesting, they just click immediately. People don't read. People read long texts, but they don't read boring text. If you want to write something, you want to write 50,000 words, but make sure it's not boring. Okay, so you can come down here and look for another thing that will make them. Okay, you can now put something like this. Get that flat on me, or you can start with a story. Start telling a story how somebody in your area, somebody did that, and the person got a flat on. Though this sales page is not wonderfully made, there were no pictures, no testimonies, nothing. But those things are very, very important. So you can click on this, get that flat on me, and then come back here, click on edit, put it, and then paste it. Change it to the color you want it to be. If you want it to be black, if you want the background to be black, good. If you want the text to be yellow or green, good. Something like this. Okay, so you just need to, after this, the next thing we need to work on here is what we call the timer, because the next thing is add pictures, add images. If you have more images, add them. If you want to add a timer, I've shown us the tools for timer here. Countdown timer. Look at it. You click on this, click on settings, and go to countdown setup. Click on exact dates, and click on this test lapping. Okay, so if you know the date you want to use, like we are in November 2019, you can put, and today is 26 November. You may start to put, okay, I want the timer to read from today to December 15. Now, what is it here? 18 days. 0 hour 3 minutes 20 seconds. This also have from now till 18th of December or 15th of December. Okay, so countdown type I normally use evergreen. If you use evergreen, it means that you want to show your clients or your customers or prospective clients that this offer is ending in the next 24 hours. It will remain like this every day. Once it finishes 0 hour 23 0 day 23 hours 9 minutes 25 seconds, it will start afresh. It will start again. Every day remains this way. Or you might decide to change it to 3 days. Can you say 3 days? Or you might decide to change it to 7 days. But if you decide to do it 7 days, it will remain this way. 7 days, 2 hours, and then 3 minutes, something of that nature. It will remain like this. How it will remain every day. Once they see it every day. Okay, that's the essence of evergreen. I normally use it. I don't use I normally use evergreen or exact date and time. Exact date and time is when you are trying to make people to take action and you are giving them date from now to so and so time. I want to take action, use exact date and time. But when you know that that date has elapsed and then you just want them to stay rushed, I use evergreen. Okay, and then put it like it's 24 hours and then any time of your choice. Okay, well, we'll come to design. Okay, this is not really necessary. Any color can go for this. These ones don't really count. So okay, so let's go back. Another thing you should know how to use here is this click here. This is the button. Okay, so at this point you can if you have a page, like if you create something like a Google form, for instance, or you create something like something like a Google form, or you have what they call. Oh, before that, let me save this one first before I continue. Or you have what they call Hook It. There's a plugin called Hook It. You download it and install it. Look at it now. You use Hook It to create forms for your business and for like when you are getting a website and you want people to fill form on your website and then possibly send it to your email. The best plugin I use is Hook It. Look at it here. You come to the Hook It, you click on Hook It. But you need to go to their website. Their website is www.hook, I think it's it.com. Okay, I'm trying to get this, but it has not opened. Alright, this is hookit.com. Let it open, so I'll show you how to download websites. Okay, you need to come to WordPress. Okay, come to forms here. Click on forms here. Yeah. Click on forms. Okay. They have some these ones that are selling this, that are selling this, that are selling. What you need to do is you click on this one, it is free. Download it. After downloading it, the same way you upload Instabuilder plugin to your website, that's the same way you upload this one to your website. And once you are done with that, you now have it here. You now have put it. Now have put it forms. You can click on manage forms. Why I'm talking about this widget is when you want to add a form, because the next step you're going to do is this click here. How to add a form to your WordPress plugin, or how to add maybe you want to add a link. Okay, you can do it from here. Better. Okay, let's open first. Okay, now these are some forms I have here. Okay, let's say this is delivery form or contact us form. Let me open it. Let me be sure of the right up there. Okay. So once this is a form, I have your first name, last name, email, phone number. When you are creating a form, make sure you are clicking on this page to fill this required. Subject, you can change this subject another thing. You can change it to quantity. Okay, you can change it to quantity or to any other change of this message. You don't need this message. After doing this, but the message to get the form so that once people go to our website, mostly when using conversions, they can create a form they need to send you a message, and then click on this get short code. This get short code. Once you are done with creating your form, click on get short code. This get short code. Okay, look at it here. Now, Ctrl A, press Ctrl C or press copy. Then come to your site. Come to your site. This is it. HTML, CSS, where to go. Click on it, drag it anywhere. Okay. And then click on settings. Come to this point. Delete from here before the full stop, or you can start here. Click on the edit this element to replace this text with your code. So you need to delete from this point to here. Delete and then Ctrl V, paste the shortcode here, and possibly hide this panel. That is it. But if it's about your link, like you have another link you want people to go and visit, okay? You have another link you want people to go and visit. You can click on this click here, okay, and then click on edit configuration. Then come here, button text. You can write click here to see our website. To see our website, or click here to message us on WhatsApp. I can write only WhatsApp here. Oh, sorry guys. I can write WhatsApp us here. Okay. And then if you want to change the font face of the write-up or anything, you can do it from this point. Do it whichever way you want it to be. If you want to change both the size and then the spacing and everything, you can do it from this point. And after doing that, come back here, click on button style. Okay, this is not necessary. This one doesn't really count. Click this one doesn't count. Okay, you need to change the color. This one doesn't really count, but you may wish to. If you're using WhatsApp, you can put it on green, so it will look like this is WhatsApp stuff. The other thing that matters, what I want to show us is this target link. So once they click on this, where do you want them to go to? Now you now put the link. If it's your WhatsApp link, WhatsApp / or phone number and other thing. Just put it here. Okay. But if it's a website, you can do something like changeadverts.com.ng/income, and then that's all. So once they click on this, it's not taking them straight to your website. And before you, the one below here is your form. But before you put your form here, you should try to write something about it. Maybe you click on this text element, put it here, and then write edit. Click complete your order by filling the form below. Maybe you highlight and then you can put it on the middle. Change text to red and write. No, this is not what I'm going to do. I don't need. Okay, let me remove. No color, remove. I wanted to change it from here. And then you can change the right up. You can make it bigger. You have font sizes. You can make it 20. You can go to blocks and make it block quotes. Don't forget, I normally do this. To write, please don't fill this form if you are not ready. Though some people will still fill it if you are not ready or out of time. Or at of time, or write enter as a kind of warning, so that some people that have conscience, they want to buy. When they know they don't have money, most of them that have conscience may decide to, okay, let me leave it now. This person is only lost already. But some idiot ones will still go there and fill the form. By the time you contact them, they start telling you nonsense. But you just have to do your own parts. Make sure you warn them. Even if they do it, you know that at least you tried. So the form, this form here now, will show this way because this is the back end. But if you're able to log into this site from the front end, it will show very well. Okay? Let me try to show us what we've done so far. Okay, this is it. Now let's check the name of this site so we can check. Sorry guys. Let's copy it and paste somewhere so we know if we've actually done anything or not. Okay, let's check. Okay, so this is the sales page we're working on. This is the sales page. This is WhatsApp post here. This is the contact form. But okay, we need to edit this. Let me show us how to edit this now. And then how to make sure that this form is coming to your email address by the time people fill this form for your website. Okay, if you click on this, let's see where it's going to take us. As you can see from this one, this is showing classic sales page. We need to remove this. And I'll show us how to remove it now. And this is the timer. So click on this WhatsApp post here. Let's see what's going to happen. Where it's taking us to. Okay, while that one is still loading, let's try this. That place that was writing classic sales page. Once you are done, click here, settings. Click on page settings. Okay, page information and SEO. And page title. Come here and edit it. You can write text 1. So the name of the text 1 is that once you open this website, We are seeing test 1. And the reason I see that test 1 is the title. It's not just be showing you classes page. No. Okay. So another thing we need to learn now is how to add images, how to add testimonials, which we've done. To add testimonials, we must have uploaded the images. Use this image element to drag image here. Also drag image. Click on it. Click on settings. Click on upload. Look for where you save those testimonials and then upload them. Are you getting it? You just have to get it. So I'll show us how to use this button element. That is this. This is countdown timer. This is this one here. The form we created that we see from the front end, but it's not showing on the back end. It doesn't show on the back end. It's just a code. So I want to show us how we can edit that form. But the network has just started misbehaving. Okay, so from where we stopped, in regards to this form here, let me show us how we can edit this. How can I edit this form, and how, when we fill this form, how it come to your, how you need to be receiving people's order via your email address. Most of us don't know how to do that. So how you're gonna do that is come to this widget form, and then this is what we need to change. First of all, we need to remove this. Click on delete. You don't need it. Now here, this is edit. Okay, if you know what you want to write there, you can write, or you can even delete it and write. You can even delete and leave it like that. You must also put something there. And this edit, you can change it to confirm my order, or anything of your choice. It mustn't be what I asked you to do. Okay, so here it must be name, address, yes, address is okay. Subjects, you don't need subject. You can put something like states, email, phone number, and then quantity. You need to add one more option. You click on duplicate field. It is this one. Alright. Still loading. Let it finish. Okay. Alright, so I have this one here now. Click on it. You need to edit it. And then we can write quantity. Like if they want to buy 1 or 2, you put it here. Value if empty, you type okay, number. Okay. Can leave it this way, and then click on save, which is here. Click on save. After doing this, the next thing you do is come to your widget forms again. You go to settings, there are options. Go to okay. This is missing. Why? Quantity. before you save, don't forget this way the root contact us from. You can change it to other form or anything you need to. I change it to other form. Okay, so the next step after creating your form is to put the email address that you want to receive. Like their email is once we click on submit, where you want the email the order to be sent to. Okay, this is my own, and the total email is this. If anyone creates any order on this website, it must be sent to this place. Once they've submitted, it must be sent here, and then the message address will be new order. You can change your own to any other thing, it depends. And then that's all you need to get your sales page, your landing page working. Okay. So what I've not touched here, there's nothing important that I've not touched. Everything you need to do to set up your sales page, I've done that. All these write-ups you see here, you can just click them. And like I've told you, Instabuilder made it easy for someone. Like if you're writing a story, you can put all your stories here. If you want to read, you can start asking 1 or 2 questions regarding the problems your audience might have. So with your mind, you know what to put in any, when you get to any paragraph. So headline, you just use another headline here. Here, just write a story. This is how you will continue to write stories, because they'll be reminding you on what to do, what to say. If you are selling a product, when you get to this point, you naturally write introducing. You now click on this. Click on setting. This is an image. Click on action, just like I've told us before. Click on upload and add picture of the product you are selling. If it's this arthritis spray, you add a picture there. Look at it, and then you can now write arthritis spray. Or whatever you want to write about your product, you just write it there. Okay. If it's big, you have to reduce it. You have to reduce it. I have to reduce it. Okay. Yeah, you can do something like this, and then you can write another name of that your product here too. This is where they wrote place your product image here. You click here and then highlight, write the name of that product. You can change the color if you wish. You can change the size. You can make it broader. You can just change whatever thing you wish to do at this point. As you can see now, these are arthritis spray. And then if the products have benefits, you just click here. Everything is easy. You highlight. And then you don't need to put product name, you can just write benefit 1. Okay, you write with this product, nobody have arthritis in your family again, 100% guaranteed. This one, you click here and write benefit 2. That's whatever you want to write. This is how you continue to do it. Like this place, explain how easy it is to use your product to solve the problem. If the product is solving any problem, this is where you need to tell them story how this can need to solve any problem. If you have testimonials from people, your students often have used that product before, and then they testified on how good it is. If you have their picture, you can put their picture here. Click on this, click settings, and then click action, click upload image, and select any picture of people testifying about your product and what they said. Here you click here, click on edit text, and then write them of the people testifying about your product. These are literally 2 ways you convince people to buy from you. If the product have more benefits, you can just write amazing benefits. You don't need to read this. You can just write amazing benefits. Amazing benefits. And then come to this place, you edit and start writing. Wow, the amazing benefit is that as of 3 days, if you buy this product now, you're getting 3 more parts of this one. If you buy this product now, I'll help you to do this from nothing. So this is how you continue. If there's any proof, like testimonials from people, come to this place. You can write testimonials, begin to put them. If you have other bonuses, click here, click on edit text, and then add the bonuses there. Okay, this is the last phrase. Now if you want people to make payment through your website, you can kindly delete this. You can delete and then use this button, the one I've shown you before. If you have a Paystack account, for instance, you have a Paystack account, you have to pay money, where you want to always pay for your services or to pay for your business, you can open your Paystack, paystack.com. If you don't have one, better create one immediately. So that by the time you start selling your products online, you will know how to, they are organized in where people will pay you online to get your products. Okay. Just log into your Paystack. I want to copy a particular link from my own Paystack, so I'll be able to show you how it works. Okay, this is my Paystack account. So you can just click on payment pages. Look at payment pages here. Click on payment pages. If you don't have any, you click here and click on new page. I'm not sure how to do that one now. I want to show us how to add if you have one already. Okay, like this is a page I have at the moment. You can click on this. If I want people to pay me for that, for my product or for my course, you can just click on this page, view page, and no, okay, this is the page. You can just click on this, come to this point. I'll highlight this and copy. Okay, then go to that place you are working, the site you are working on, where you are editing your website. I think it's here. Okay, it's here. Just use this button element, drag it to anywhere, click here, like I've shown before, click on settings, click on target link, and paste that your Paystack, the link you copy for your Paystack, paste it here. Okay, and then click on this place again. Okay, you can now go back from here, click on button text. You can now click here or place order from here. Okay, so at this point you are not telling them that I can place their order directly from your website without having to pay you, without having to do a direct transfer. All depends on you. And then you can still use what is it called? You can still use this text element. Come down again and write. You can also pay me through the social account number. I can transfer money to my account. So okay, yes, this is it. You can write this is the account number. If you want to transfer here and send the text and the evidence of payment to the social account number. That's how this is done. So these ones you don't need, because you must not edit everything you have here. The ones you don't need, just click on them, click on delete. Once you click on any text box or anything you see here, it will give you this option. You can click on delete. If you want to edit, this is edit, and then this is these ones are not used for edit configuration. You can just click on delete from here and click OK. That's all. So the next thing is to save and then start giving people your link, because you must have done the necessary things you want to do in your website. So if you want to save, you can come to this place, look at save here, click on save. Now let's wait while the site is being saved. Okay, so this is done, and this is how you create your sales page.